Hi, I'm Justin Meyer with the Kansas City Aviation Department. Welcome to the Weekly Report. It's the holidays, and November and December are some of the busiest travel times of the year here at KCI. In fact, we expect to serve nearly 12 million passengers this year alone. September was the busiest September in the airport's history. Construction of the new single terminal at KCI is on schedule and on budget, and if it's been a while since you've dropped off, picked up, or parked at KCI, there's a couple important things you need to know. The most important thing for our guests is to please slow down. Due to construction, roadways in and out of the terminals are down to a single lane with merging traffic, and a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit is posted in the area. If you're driving to the airport to pick someone up, returning to the terminals now requires using the Paris Street exit. So please, don't circle. Use the parking garage located by the terminals, which is $1 for the first 30 minutes, or the cell phone lot, which is free to use and located near the air traffic control tower. The entrance to the cell phone lot has been relocated, and you can follow signs to get there. And of course, if you're flying out for the holidays, please plan to give yourself plenty of time for check-in and security screening. This is the last holiday period that you can travel without a Real ID compliant form of identification. Effective October 1st, 2020, all passengers, even on domestic flights, will need a Real ID compliant form of identification. For more information about Real ID, visit flykci.com or your licensing office. With the holidays upon us, we know it can be confusing to keep track of the holiday trash schedule and the no-tag trash period that follows Christmas. So the city has updated our trash webpage with all this information. Go to kcmo.gov/trash to find a list of upcoming trash delay dates and no-tag periods. Now stay tuned for a video about a new fountain that will soon be flowing in the Northland. I'm Justin Meyer. Thanks for watching the Weekly Report. On behalf of everyone at the Aviation Department, happy holidays and thanks for flying.
Bonjour, my name is Francois Choteau and I'm one of the main reasons that we are here today. I was responsible for setting up a fur trading post on the Missouri River where I was able to trade fur with the Native Americans. And as you can see now, we are here to commemorate that today.
Shirley Christian has written this book, Before Lewis and Clark, the story of the Choteaus, the French dynasty that ruled America's frontier. You folks are sitting here on the frontier. If you like history, there's no better book on the history of Missouri and here locally than this book about the Choteaus, the impact that the Choteaus had from the beginning at St. Louis. Francois Choteau's grandmother is the mother of St. Louis. Francois Choteau's wife is Berenice is the mother of Kansas City. All of that is in this book, and it's been the inspiration for driving on to make sure that our history is seen right here on the Choteau Parkway.
Hello, my name is Erin Poppert, and this is my niece, Ashley Dukes, and we are members of the Kaw Nation. I've been working with Keith Nelson on this, just kind of on the side. I've known him for about 3 years. We are very excited about this project. We feel that it's quite honorable that they are honoring the Osage and the Kaw Indians for all the stuff that they have done in this area.
There you go. Good job. If you want to work in a little fitness this holiday season and get a Santa suit in the process, then the Santa Shuffle is the event for you. It's a 5K that starts in the 18th and Vine District and ends up here at the YMCA at 3800 Linwood. Here to tell us all about it is Steve Walls with Team Wall Street. Thank you so much for meeting us here at the Y.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about the Santa Shuffle and about Team Wall Street.
So the Team Wall Street Foundation, we put on the Santa Shuffle every year. This is our 5th year, and it initially started as a fundraising for our scholarship program for high school students, and it also was a portion of the proceeds also went towards purchasing gifts for our Breakfast with Santa. However, today, this year we will be partnering with the Linwood YMCA. And the portion of the proceeds would go to the Linwood YMCA and also our scholarship program.
And so tell us a little bit about the route and how how it starts?
So it's going to start right in front of the old Buck O'Neill YMCA, which is right on 18th and Paseo. And it will go from that YMCA, that's where we'll get started, and it'll go down 18th Street, the historic 18th and Vine Jazz District, and it will end here at the YMCA in Linwood.
Okay, and can you tell us about the Santa suit and how Guinness is involved?
Well, we're going for the world record this year, which is 5,000 Santas. 4,998 is the world record, however we want a little cushion. So we're going to go for the world record, which is 5,000 Santas. And you have to wear your 5-piece Santa suit, which is the hat, the beard, the jacket, belt, and pants.
Okay, to participate. So you have to wear it through the whole run.
Yes, so when people sign up, you will get your 5-piece Santa suit. You'll also get a finisher's medal and a shirt with a custom race bib.
Okay, so there's an incentive.
Yes, one of the incentives is you receive a commemorative shirt. This is one of our shirts from last year that all the runners received for participating.
Okay, we're at the Y. What all happens once the race is over? And there's a lot of activity here.
So here at the YMCA, there will be their Breakfast with Santa, which people will be able to receive gifts, and they're also taking donations for gifts. And you can go to the Linwood YMCA's Facebook page, and that way you'll be able to find out exactly the drop-off locations for their gifts that the kids will be receiving on December 21st.
Okay, because there's 5 drop-off sites, and that's all on the Y's Facebook page. Okay,
yes.
Great. And then, so not just individuals, but families, little bitties to adults, and even pets participate in the 5K.
Right.
And that all happens and ends here with the breakfast. Can you tell me all that happens with the breakfast?
So the age limit is from 1 to 16. They will be here and they'll be able to receive gifts. It's first come, first serve. And a lot of the families that actually run in the race, when they end here, they'll be able to participate with the Breakfast with Santa as well.
Because there's a lot of children's activities that are going to be happening here. It's not just for the adults to have Breakfast with Santa.
Right, the benefit is for the children, not only in the race, but also of the community here in Kansas City.
Well, you just shared a lot of information with us, and where is the best place to find out about Team Wall Street and how to register for the run or for the walk, or to find out how to volunteer?
So to register for the Kansas City Santa Shuffle, you can go to teamwallstreet.org, and that's where you'll find out all the information about the run, and also Team Wall Street Foundation.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having us down here at the YMCA.
Thank you.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.
You're here today and can come out and enjoy this brand new playground.
Was that fun?
This is thanks
to all of the people that supported us several years ago in giving us a dedicated sales tax. It's allowed us to do some planning, to do some additional improvements.
And this park has been a great asset to our entire neighborhood and our entire community.
1, 2, 3!
In my experience, parks like this is where neighbors become friends and a neighborhood really starts to feel like a community. And so I'm so grateful to everyone with the Parks Department and in the neighborhood that facilitated this beautiful renovation.
Is it possible to place a pipe underneath the railroad tracks without even touching the railroad tracks? It is when you have a boring machine.
We cannot disturb the railroad tracks. Even a small amount of movement of the railroad tracks could upset a train.
KC Water worked closely with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to design and install 6 storm pipes, each one 96 inches in diameter, underneath the ground without disturbing the railroad tracks above. It's part of the Turkey Creek Flood Damage Reduction Project to ease flooding along Southwest Boulevard and 31st Street. When it rains in this area, Tom Kimes, KC Stormwater Engineer Manager, says the rain has nowhere to go.
Our storm drainage system, this is part of the combined sewer system, and it flows north towards downtown. So the pipes there are not large enough to carry large amounts of rainwater to the river.
I see.
So this will increase the capacity of the storm drainage system significantly.
Instead of digging up the dirt to lay the pipes, crews used a boring machine to dig through the dirt. The boring machine churned very slowly, very meticulously, until it broke through stone, dirt, and rock. The bore averaged only about 4 feet per day. As the boring machine moved through, sections of pipe were put in place to advance the boring machine.
This is a heavily active railroad line, and we can't stop the train traffic in order to construct this line.
These new storm pipes will connect to pipes leading into the Turkey Creek Tunnel, which will result in less flooding along Southwest Boulevard. For KC Water, I'm Heather Frierson.
I'm Kristen. I'm an elephant keeper here at the Kansas City Zoo, and I've worked here for a little over 3 years. Growing up, I loved animals. I was the kid who always was bringing the strays home, finding them new places to go, because my parents definitely wouldn't let me keep them. So that got me started in studying animal science at Purdue, where I learned a lot about zoo medicine and veterinary medicine. And I also got involved in zoo education, where I learned a lot about 96 elephants. Did some zoo internships out at the Virginia Zoo, where I got to work with their elephants and all their other African mammals, and absolutely fell in love. So now here I am at the Kansas City Zoo with our 7 wonderful elephants, and that's that. Most people think being a zookeeper is just kind of hanging out with the animals all day, doing fun stuff, but we do a lot of work behind the scenes that nobody sees. It's literally a ton of work. We pick up over 2,000 pounds of poop every single day from these guys. We do all their health care. We work very close with our veterinary staff. We do a lot of training with these guys. They each know over 60 different behaviors. So it's a lot of cleaning, a lot of health care, and just a lot goes into each and every day. It's kind of like a big CrossFit workout every day at the zoo. My favorite part about being a keeper is training. That connection you have with that animal when they learn that behavior that we've been working on for so long. It could be as simple as raising a foot or shaking your hand with their trunk. Each little step in that moment that it just clicks and they get it is amazing.